For any athlete, a 7-year break could have been a straight ticket to retirement. But to one Linda Oseso, this has been one of the re-energizing moments. Oseso has again taken up the hammer, this time round gunning to hammer it hard in the Commonwealth Games, set to be held in Birmingham from 27th of July to August 8th.
I think I came back because I felt like I personally hadn't achieved my full potential in leaving early on, but also I came back because I wanted to see how can I contribute to the sport in Kenya, or to the sports, let me say the field events, the throwing field events in Kenya. And so my hope is that hopefully we can advocate for training camps for our athletes.
Oseso, who is training at the Kasarani camp, has a personal best of 60.80 meters from 10 years ago, and now she is focused on improving the mark.
In 2012, my personal best is 60 meters 80. That's what I've done then. I'm still trying to get to my PR to date. I've been to several African championships in Benin, Morocco. Kenya was my first one. Actually, my first competition ever for the country was here. In the African Championships, been to World University Games in China, and then the Commonwealth Games in Delhi and Glasgow, and then most recently we went to Mauritius for the African Championship.
However, her journey in the sport has not been easy, starting off from the basketball before she gave it a try in the shot put and discus.
So I threw shot put and discus in high school. And that I started because I was playing basketball and I got injured. I dropped a 25-pound weight on my toe, and a friend of mine, and didn't make the basketball team, was cut from trials. And a friend of mine asked me if I was interested in doing track and field in the spring, because basketball is a winter sport. And I said, yes, why not? I fell in love with the shot put and discus, and eventually, I think it was my junior or senior year, a coach from the university I went to, UC Berkeley, so Cal, saw me at a track and field. I think it was our championship meet, and was like, hey, I think you'd be a good hammer thrower. And I was like, okay, I don't know what the hammer is, but I was willing to learn, and so
Oseso, who was born in Kenya in 1990 and moved to the US at the age of 11, where she grew up in the Bay Area, California, before moving to her current base in Seattle City, Washington, D.C. state, where she attended and graduated school.
Got the opportunity to throw in college, and that's where I actually learned how to throw the hammer. Kept doing it for several years. I think I started learning in 2007, 2008. And then kept doing it and competed for Kenya till 2014, and then took a break for 7 years. I guess this is year 8 coming back. Interesting being back again with the same team of similar people who are still here, competing and representing the country.
Sure about hammer throwing, Oseso was willing to learn. In 2007 and 2008, she got the opportunity to compete in the college championships. Her confidence grew in the sport, bagging her a chance to compete in the Africa Senior Championships in 2010 in Nairobi, representing Team Kenya, where she bagged the 5th position. She has since taken part in the 8 Africa Championships and winning the national championships 4 times. She then competed for Kenya until 2014, when she took a break after taking part in the Commonwealth Games competitions in Delhi, India in 2010 and Glasgow, Scotland in 2014.
So I competed for Kenya 2010 to 2014, and so would come back home every year for trials and to make the team that was relevant for that specific year. Then I took some time off, and this is my first year back. It's exciting to be back home in Kenya representing the country, looking forward to wearing the uniform again and representing us well out in Birmingham.
After her return, she has taken part in the Africa Championships that were held in Mauritius in June 2022. Oseso using the championships to gauge herself ahead of the Commonwealth Games.
My target is to do my best. This is my first year, as I mentioned, this is my first year back. I want to come out and represent the country well. I'm excited and honored to be here, and thankful to Athletics Kenya and the ministry for the opportunity to represent the country. So I want to just go out and represent well.
Davis Mberia, Ebro Sports.